This is my 2000 Honda Civic mb2. See, it's had a fair bit of work to it. The bonnet's been painted in the matte version of the colour, as the paint was screwed up once I took off some of the vinyl. I've put gloss black stripes with it, meant to be a pearl glitter stripe. Doesn't really show up on the camera because it's dull, just like an effect, a bit like go with the side. I fitted a facelift EK grille, made it fit in. Doesn't fit perfect, but the car's not perfect. We have the standard headlights that I've painted black inside and put black tint over the top, also fitted with yellow bulbs. I have EK front fogs, which I was told wouldn't fit my car, and as I fitted them to my old MA Civic, I decided to fit them with this, and small little light bar down there for any back road driving. In the fog light blank off plates, I put these little air ducts, but I've actually blocked them off. I don't know if you can see inside, there is actually a LED indicator which I bought, which was too large for the car, and I didn't fancy cutting the wing up just in case I had to go back to the OEM ones and they wouldn't fit. The car also has a replica fiberglass VTIS front splitter with a wish lip on the front, which I actually caught on the pavement once and destroyed it and bent it underneath, so I cut the end tabs off, which looked completely fine until I fitted these eBay canards to it, and it looked a little bit wrong, so I bought some extensions and bolted in. I will be getting black bolts for it, but obviously for now it'll do until the bolts turn up. I also just recently got this Bride Lomax strap. Don't know if it's a genuine one, but I thought it looked nice. Go around the side, obviously you can see still got some vinyl. The car, I kind of like the Canjo / track look sort of thing, so I kind of went for that on this car. I know it's not really a car that people do it with, but I decided to. We also have the, and sorry about the dirt, ATS cups, which have been many different colours, which are currently, I don't know if you can see it too well up there, but it is actually gloss black with rainbow glitter and a gold glitter on top, and they're also got tyre proxy tyres all the way around. I've also fitted a black LED crystal side markers or indicators depending where you're from. Then I have the MG wing mirrors, which I've wrapped the caps in gloss black. These I had on my first Civic. I sold to a friend, he never used them, so I bought them back and put them on my car. I do have some BMW M6 style mirrors, but I can't see anything out of them, so I went back to these. I've also, can't really see it too much, but tinted the glass blue and fitted little rain guards to them. I had a 09, which is the month me and my partner got together, and our old cars was what brought us together, and obviously the car's name sat on the side. I did want to get one of the big white race squares, but with the car being so dark, I thought otherwise of this. I also, as you can see, been through a few side skirts on different Civics. I've had the VTIS ones, I had some BMW E36 M3 style ones on my aero deck. Unfortunately I sold them, which I do regret. Wanted to get something else and decided to actually use a spare set of side skirts I had lying around, which was stock ones off my old car. Flipped them upside down and bolted them to the bottom of my other side skirts, which gives it a little bit of a lower look. I am thinking about colour coding it all, but not 100% sure at this moment. As you can see, I've got the digital camo sun strip, got some wind deflectors. I only have the fronts due to me having lost on a previous set one of my rear ones. It fell off, and then when I fitted a new set to it, they snapped after a while. So as soon as the kids opened the window, off they came again, so there was no point having them. Obviously the genetic Instagram sticker on the side, and you can also see I've got the graphics on the side as well. I have the Vortex like Chinese fins on the top. Due to the rear washer jet being like a little fin itself, just thought ties it in quite well and hides the fact I've got that one there. Come around the back, we'll start at the bottom. I have the mb2 VTIS rear splitter, which was actually given to me, so that was quite nice of the old friend to do so. As it sat quite high, I bought these cheap eBay little spats just to go on the back to give it a little bit more depth on the side. We also have underneath, if you can see it, one of the eBay little diffusers, just to add something to it. I know people aren't keen on these, but I've got the little heart drift charm. It's kind of a little memory thing to my first Civic, because I had a blue circled one, which was what brought me and my partner together was the cars, so I just thought, why not? It has currently got a 3-inch Hornet back box, but obviously I've cut the tip off and put a 4-inch tip on the end. I am considering changing this, but we will see down in the future. We have the, as people call them, the go fast holes, or speed holes, but they came up as a rear diffuser. I have put this honeycomb mesh in it just so there's not massive holes. I think it just tidies it up a little bit. Go further up, these are the MA Civic rear lights, where this piece here is actually orange instead of or amber instead of being clear. They've been tinted and clear coated over to give a shine so they're not matte. Cheap carbon fibre Honda badge, but I think it looks a little bit better than the original. The chrome garnish here has been wrapped black. That's been painted blue with the car and also black, and then needs a little bit more of a tidy up, but a 1973 Gen 1 Civic badge on the back as well. I've put badges on the car due to them being scratched up underneath when I took the originals off. Now for spoilers, I have the MG ZS wing on the top, which, as you can see, it's got like a little lip to it there, but I also decided to go ahead and get the MG ZS lip spoiler and run the two of them, which I don't really see much of people doing that, and I just thought it looked quite nice. See, reversing camera, rear view camera tucked there quite nicely, I think. Like I say, the car is not to everyone's taste, but it is for mine. Now, going into the interior, I have painted some of the trim blue. It was a lot lighter blue than this when I got it, but decided it was too light, so it was like, nope, wanted to change that. I have got the MG, what's it called, armrest in there. Didn't like the chrome button for the gear knob, so we've got a blue drift button. No, it doesn't do drifting, it's just there for looks. I have the spoon gear knob and a Bride gear gate that I made fit to the car. Have a few stickers there. My little passenger, it comes with me, and there are a few stickers on the sun strip. I fitted I think it's a broad mirror, I think they're called, so I could actually see better, because seeing out the back of this car was useless. The roof currently is just painted black with some vinyl on it, as previous owner took everything from the back of the front seats out apart from the door cards. So I have fitted my old Aerodeck rear seats and back end, and then I had a friend give me a partial shelf in that to actually complete the interior. The door cards, they were this lovely tan colour, but the material started peeling, so I just pulled it off, painted it black. Doesn't look great up close, but better than nothing. And then if I go inside a bit more, we have these gauges here, which, if I can find my keys, I will turn them on a minute. And we have, turn the laser down, we have a volt gauge at the bottom. I've had a couple of dead batteries in one of my cars, and I've also had a alternator fault in my partner's old Civic, so I like to keep an eye on this, which came in handy when I replaced my alternator and found out I had a dodgy alternator, and this soon told me, so that was okay. This one at the moment currently shows voltage until the car's been running for a small little while, and it will actually then tell me my water temperature of what's going out of the car. So I actually have temperature there for inside, and a temperature there to tell me, there you go, it's just changed over, of what the water is going out, so I can keep an eye that my car's not overheating, due to standard radiators on these aren't overly great. So I just decided I wanted to make sure. Obviously still got the wood interior, which I know not a lot of people are a fan of, but I kind of like it. Bought some leather seat covers for the car, if I can get out a second, just so that seats match, as the front ones are actually tan and the rear seats are actually grey. I'm planning on getting some VTI or VTIS front seats, which are either half leather or full leather, but they are black, so I don't have to worry about this gap in here, because the rear seats are actually covered quite nice. I did have, excuse the mess, some velour blue foot mats, but obviously due to the winter they have got a little bit crappy in colour. The roof will not be staying like this. I am buying some insulation to go across it. It is black, so that at least it looks half decent, because when we have the big freeze, my interior freezes. But that will hopefully be sorted. And then we will go under the bonnet. This, oh, where's the catch? There, no, excuse me a minute. There we go. Right, so that is my current state of my engine bay on bonnet. I wrapped the edges in not the edges, the middle pieces in that black glitter. Don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it looks a little bit better than crappy old blue paint. The engine bay has been painted in the Hammerite black, but for some reason it looks a bit green, but does have glitter in it when the sun shines. I also purchased these gas struts. They're actual mb2 ones, because if people know Hondas, they have that little catch and the bonnet likes to flap around, and I've been hit in the head before and it was not nice. Now, working on the front, I have the two yellow hella horns, which are very loud. I've always liked the look of them. I know Subaru has to have them a bit, but I've just liked the look of them, so thought, why not? They were cheap. We also have a Jap Speed radiator, which is a lot thicker than the stock one. These, I think, are 50mm wide. The stock ones are 15. So, like I say, with the overheating, and that's obviously the little temperature gauge there to tell me what's going on. I have got a, I don't know if you can see it there, a shroud with a small fan to help out. Don't have any overheating problems at the moment. It will sit in traffic and carry on all day long and not butt an eyelid. We have that pipe there. I bought off of a friend a good 6 to 7 years ago. It was a AEM pipe from a, I think it was over a B16 or a B18 Honda, which I had to cut down to fit. Has a, at the moment, a cheap eBay filter on it that will be getting changed. I have looked into the well penis ones, but as I have my catch can system there, it will get in the way, and I want to keep the catch can in it because my last Honda, I had a lot of oil going into the throttle body and it didn't help matters. Yeah, I do have a plastic intake on this one, but it runs well, it does its job, so not planning on changing that until something actually goes wrong. And down here we've just painted the heat shield just so that it was tidy. I will be painting the engine bay. I'm probably going to paint it just, well, not engine bay, engine block and gearbox black, just so it looks a little bit tidier. Maybe the same with the distributor. Password JDM cap, it was silver, started going wrong, so I thought it can go yellow. Little breather filter there. Decided to do kind of like a really rubbish rising sun pattern. We have the Mugen oil cap that will be getting changed. I have a new one on order, so it should look a lot better. I have a, I think it is just a cheap eBay strut brace, painted the same color as the car, and then the end cap's yellow. I am considering getting a new one that actually bolts to the back of the engine bay, but I want to make sure that it fits before I go ahead and get it. We have up here is a Password JDM battery tie, but it's actually for a Honda S2000, but fits perfectly in here. I've had that one for years now and it still does its job well. And then down here we have, I think it's a Exo Racing engine dampener, and it actually stops the engine rocking quite a bit, which is good. I could do with all the little help that this 1.4 can handle. And I think that is about it. But obviously there are a lot of things that are getting changed. There are a lot of things that are coming for this car. Like I say, there will be bits of getting tidied up. I will be changing some things out and changing it up a little bit. It's not finished, it's not perfect, but then it's my daily, so it just gets used and abused all the time. And thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy my car.